Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope you are all doing well. So in today's lesson, we're going to be learning about phrasal verbs, specifically phrasal verbs connected to clothes and fashion. Now, I have already done a lesson about phrasal verbs before, about phrasal verbs to do with daily routines. So if you're interested in learning phrasal verbs, then check out that video as well. I'll put a link here and in the description box below for you to take a look. So if you're ready, we'll get straight into it. And our first phrasal verb that we have today related to the topic of clothes and fashion is to do up. Okay, it's really common. So to do up means to fasten or secure an item of clothing with laces or buttons, that kind of thing. So let's look at some examples. I stopped running to do up my shoelaces. Your zip is undone. Let me help you do it up. Okay, so you probably might say this to a child. It's chilly outside, so do up your coat. The next phrasal verb is to go together. Okay, and this means to match or to make a good combination or for the clothes to look good together. So, do you think this top and skirt go together? Or maybe they really don't look good together. Yeah, so basically if I say, do you think they look good together? I'm asking you, do they match? Do they coordinate? Her accessories went together perfectly. So there's an example of it in the past tense. Remember, guys, if you can conjugate phrasal verbs. You just put the verb into the correct conjugation that you need for the tense. That shirt and tie don't really go together. Okay, so they're not a good match. This next one is really useful if you're ever visiting an English-speaking country and you go into a clothes shop. You might need to ask the shop assistant if you can try on an item of clothing. And this is to test an item of clothing to see if it fits or looks good by putting it on. You put it on to see if you like it, whether it fits or whether it suits you. Okay, so where are the changing rooms? I'd like to try on this dress. I tried on the blouse, but it didn't suit me. And to suit you means to look good on you. Okay, that's basically it. The next phrasal verb is to change out of. And this is to remove one set of clothes and put on new clothes, especially if maybe the first set of clothes that you were wearing, maybe they're uncomfortable or something like that. So you would like to change. So as soon as I get home from work, I change out of my suit and put on comfortable clothes. It's a good feeling, right? And maybe to your kids, you might say, oh, change out of those dirty clothes before you make the house a mess. Okay, so that's to change out of clothes. Our next phrasal verb is to wear out. Okay, and to wear out is to use or wear something so much that you destroy it. Okay, I have worn my new boots so much that the soles have worn out. Yeah, there's nothing left of them. There's a hole in them maybe. Okay, or they're at the point where you need to get them repaired. Hopefully your new school jumper won't wear out as quickly as your old one. And then maybe if your clothes or your shoes are so worn out, you might need this next phrasal verb, which is to throw out. And that means to dispose of. I need to throw out my old clothes that have worn out. Maybe they're just not good enough to donate to a charity or something like that. Have you thrown out those old trainers yet? Now that may be a situation where you really do need to dispose of or throw those out. So the next phrasal verb is to catch on, and this means to become popular. It's not only used with clothes and fashion, but obviously it is because fashions are always changing and then the latest trend catches on. But you can also use it with technology and games and other things that become popular suddenly. Have you seen that floral patterns seem to be catching on at the moment? So everywhere you look, people are wearing floral patterns. They're selling clothes with floral patterns in the shops. Okay. I never imagined skinny jeans would catch on, but they have caught on. Look at that. That surprised me. Moving on, the next phrasal verb is to keep up with. And so similar to catch on, this is about trends. Yeah, and this means to stay up to date or to follow closely. So I used to keep up with the latest fashions when I was younger. Or do you keep up with the new trends in the shops? Do you follow them? Do you make sure that you know what is the latest in terms of that? And again, you don't have to use it with fashion, but it is common in this particular context. And next we have to stand out. This is to be very noticeable. So you can't miss her. She really stands out with her bright green t-shirt. So the clothes that we wear, they can either draw attention to us or make us less noticeable to other people. In this case, we are focusing on standing out. He is a trendsetter and loves to stand out from the crowd. Yeah, so he really likes everybody to see him and notice him because of what he wears. And the last phrasal verb that I have for you today is actually the opposite of to stand out, and that is to blend in. Now, this can be a really useful technique for you to learn more words at the same time. And so if you try and learn opposites at the same time, I've really found that helps you to remember more words with a little bit less effort. So yeah, blend in is the opposite of stand out, and it means to not be noticeable. So she wears the same clothes as her friends because she prefers to blend in. The celebrity wore sunglasses and a hoodie to blend in with the crowd. So obviously, being a celebrity, they're more likely to stand out. And so yeah, sometimes they just want to be discreet and to do things without lots of attention. So they want to blend in. So that's it for today. These are my 10 phrasal verbs connected to clothes and fashion. And please check out the other video if you are interested in phrasal verbs. And consider subscribing if you like and you want more of this type of content. Thanks a lot. Bye.